But there's that shad. I'm gonna cast it back there. It's just sitting down there with it. It's probably a turtle. Still on it. My line's tied, I can feel him. Fish? Fish? What is it? What is it? What is it? It might be a fish. Rather heavy, rather heavy. What in the world? Is that a flathead? Well, good morning. Today I want to catch some catfish in a local creek, but to do that we really need some good bait. So I'm at this local lake, one of my favorite bait spots, and I'm hoping to get some gizzard shad, but I will also take bluegill or carp as bait, whatever we can catch quickly, because we only have a few hours this morning. Let's get after it. All right, let's see about netting some bait. Absolutely beautiful this morning. I'm using my big net. It's the only one I have at the moment. So if we snag it in the rocks, I'll have to go swim after it. Here we go. Look at that. We've got some shad. About the size we're catching, not large, not too small. Okay, hopefully just a couple of more throws. Fingers crossed. I've only thrown once so far, so I'm not complaining, but it is going to be 100 degrees today. And right now it's the most beautiful part of the day, but it will get hot quickly. And I'd rather be expending my energy in the heat trying to catch some catfish from the creek instead of trying to catch bait. Pretty poor throw. A shad and a turtle. That should do it for us. We also got a bluegill as well. We'll keep both of them in case we need them. Now that's a great bait right there. And a bluegill as well. Let's go. Well, we finally made it to the creek, and it's just a brilliant looking place to fish. We have all kinds of rapids and pools, and actually up this way there's more rapids. So I think I'll start at the top and come down. I have maybe 2.5 hours this morning, so I will be working quickly. If you are seeing this, things are about to happen. But we better get our gear and go. All right, we are off to the races. I'd like to see what it looks like down here today. I will tell you the terrain here is pretty rough. I believe I've only filmed one video here before. Wow, cool. Wow, it looks really good this morning. It's quite the rough terrain. Although this part's not as bad as what was above, I wouldn't even try and film that. Yeah, this looks good. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna get a free 5-gallon bucket out of it. Can never have too many 5-gallon buckets. Let's check out our baits. I forgot to get ice this morning. But there's what we've got, and that's all we need. Let's start off with one of these guys right here. So a bait that looks something like that. Feels great so far. It's gonna be really hot soon. My rig is simply 20-pound braided line to a 1/0 octopus J hook with a piece of shad on it. That's right, no weight, no fancy rigging. In rapids like these, we want the current to naturally drift this bait into the nooks and crannies that these predator fish will be hiding in. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna climb up on this sketchy thing right here. The mud on the bank over there is quite slick, and it sticks to the bottom of my boots, which makes this slab quite slippery. Oh, it looks great this morning. This one, I'm just gonna drift it down. I'll let the current do its work. It may be sitting on, no, it's slowly bumping down. Wow, it's right on the front side of that rock. Fish on. Oh, something struck it. Ah, okay, that's a good sign. Bite on the first cast. Well, we're snagged. It does happen when you do this. We got it off of the rock. Snag. So what I'm gonna do now is just try the same thing, but a smaller piece of bait. Now anything should be able to eat this. Love the terrain here. Just kidding. What a rough place to fish. But I suppose that's why every time I come, nobody's here except for there's one homeless man who does fish here. But other than that, it's just us. We'll give this place less than 5 minutes. It's just a couple little pockets here that I like to try and fish. Quite interesting, but there's a little slack pocket right here that looks like it might have some depth, and then there's sort of another one out there. The current comes this way. There's another little pocket there. We'll continue to go with a small piece of shad. Just drop it down. It falls very, very slowly into the whirling current. Any fish down there should be on that. Fish on. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was amazing. Oh man, he's out in that current. Absolutely destroyed it. That kind of scared me, to be honest with you. Wow. Very strong fish. And fish number 1 of the day. We'll try and bring him over here in our slack pocket. I don't know how well he's hooked, but he struck it with incredible force. That is a channel catfish. I love channel catfish. Come here, bud. Wow, what a thrill. Beautiful channel catfish to start the day. Unbelievably aggressive. Let's let him go. Whenever you catch a fish, that is like the ultimate confidence booster. I caught this guy like right here. See how we have slack water over here and current here? I caught him right on the line. That is called a current seam. And current seams are fun. And they're great spots for fish to hang. Just kind of letting it sit in there, kind of bringing it up, letting it fall. Just a little bit at a time. That's a fish. Did not even feel it come up or do anything. I wonder what it is. It's small. Oh, it came off. Ah. We need to find a way to cross this creek. I don't know that there's a good way to do it. One thing I can tell you is it's slippery. The water is chillier this morning. And it's deeper than I want already. The current would like to knock me over, but I will not let it. Let's keep going. I like it down here. It's a good spot for a snake too. The homeless man that I mentioned earlier, one day I saw him down here running these trot lines. Hopefully there's still a fish for us to catch. Hopefully. Well, this guy's got trot lines hung up every which way you can imagine. Quite depressing. but we'll still try and catch a fish. I don't know how possible it is because I'm pretty sure this dude's trot line is right in my way. So we'll try. I did not see that he had a trot line over here. Pitch it out this way. I bet you it gets hung up in this trot line there. All right. We're gonna try and get over there. Without dying. Just need to get this small piece of bait to go down. So how turbid the water is, it may not be possible. Although, I would think that eventually it would. Fish on. I was wondering why I couldn't catch up to it. Excellent, excellent. That's what we want, fast action, guys. That was on my first cast around. Well, it was some hard work, but that counts, right? We'll try that spot again before we move on. I like it. Where these white bubbles are, I expect there to be some sort of fish. Fish, oh, something hammered it. Hammered it. We're gonna smallen up our bait here because something obliterated that. And the hook doubled back in itself, so we're just gonna use a small strip. One thing's for sure, this camera is not going to be used anymore today. To say that this morning has been rough, I believe is an understatement. But we have 20 minutes or so. I'm just going to throw a bait in the rapids and maybe let it sit on bottom. See if we can catch something that way. It's been rough, man. We worked all the rapids. We worked this falling down building behind me here. And not a lot, but sometimes fishing's like that, and I suspect the man who lives here is taking most of them. He has it all to himself and a lot of lines out, so let's keep fishing. Well, I'm just back down at the main rapids now. I admit my faith is low. We have a piece of shad. Fish on, fish on. No, 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 no. Okay, okay, okay. Come back. Fish on, at the back of the hole. Yes, I threw it to the back just to see. It's acting very much like a channel cat. Fantastic. Evidently, in the final hours, a channel cat is willing. Thank you, bud. That was fun. That made my day. See you, bud. All right, guys, we have 7 minutes to go. Yeah, so back here, the current dissolves, and maybe, if we're lucky, we can catch a fish just hanging out. Really, I had just thrown that out and was just kind of holding my rod, and it tried to come take it out of my hands. How wonderfully exciting is that? And I'm just trolling the rapids. Frankly, I expect to catch something here. Oh, something thumped it. Yes, yes. No. Wow, very interesting. Very interesting. It's like right as I'm about to go, they want to start biting. Why y'all got to do that? I've been here all morning. That's okay. I'd like to catch something fun, like a buffalo or something. That'd be sweet. A little flathead. Yes. Definitely getting bites. Kind of like a turtle, but he's actively engaged. Actively engaged. Give it a little slack. It's just sitting down there with it. It's probably a turtle. Still on it. My line's tied, I can feel him. And he's not doing fishy-like things. Fish? Fish? What is it? What is it? What is it? It might be a fish. Rather heavy, rather heavy. What in the world? Is that a flathead? Please be a flathead. Wow. It is a flathead to end the day. Brilliant. I thought it was a turtle. He's a small one, but that's an absolutely beautiful fish. Just amazing camouflage pattern, and a great way to end what was a very slow morning. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to this channel, and there's an amazing playlist in your top left-hand corner if you like content like this. See you, buddy. See you guys.